Well, good afternoon my YouTube friends, it's Margaret again from M.E.s Orchids, and we're supposed to be having this lovely warm sunny day today. And today there's blue sky, but mainly it's very cloudy with grey skies. So what shall I do? Well, yesterday I decided that all the Phalaenopsis that I've got will go into inorganic media. I've got that many orchid gnats flying about, and I thought, well, if I can't mount them, then they're going to go into inorganic media. And so what I thought I'd show you today are some of the, as I call them, the tin can alleys. And I don't know whether I can bring you up slightly. It's probably more awkward because I'm trying to see if I can bring it there. And this one we're looking at now is the Phalaenopsis Sunrise Red Pioca M.E.s. And it's got that new leaf growing there. And if I take it out of its little bucket, I watered this yesterday, but I can't water it too much because it's in sphagnum moss. And you can you see those roots there? Well, I'm not happy with it, so I thought, well, while I'm up here, for a start it's wobbly. Can you see how wobbly it is? And at some point I want it out of this sphagnum moss. I either put it in a pot that's got plenty of holes in, or I change the media altogether. Let me see. So I'll do a follow-up video with this, just to show what I've decided. I mean, you know, that's dead. See, these are struggling. That one's dead there. This one here. That's like paper, that one. So as each flower in inflorescence has died back, I've cut it off. And we're just left with this one now, and you see it's a good time because even this one's now started to die back. Of course I damaged that leaf, so this will be a good time. So I'm going to put that down to one side. That media is wet through. Can't be doing with media wet through now like this. That's why I do prefer inorganic media, because if nothing else, the water just runs through. So we just bear with me a minute while I keep bending down. Right, so let's look at the first one, if I can lift them off without causing any problems. And I've got them, see, there's a certain size pot just fits these little buckets. And this one is Phalaenopsis Amboyensis Indigo Blue. And we've got that nice inflorescence there. These are all in organic media, and even though I did this yesterday, look, the runoff from that. So what I usually do now, bear with me because I need to get another little plastic container. And I mean, if the weather was hot, it wouldn't bother me so much that there's a residue of water in the bottom here. Because it'd keep some of the humidity in. But as we're not that warm, I'm going to empty that out. Now, you can see this has started to adapt now to this new environment of just inorganic media. And let's just have a look if there's any roots around there. It's showing us any roots. I can't see any roots there. but of course there are roots on the top, so I'm wanting those roots on the top now to start going down into that media. So I'm going to put that one back dead easy. They just clip that way and I just hang them back. What I'm going to do is, perhaps, I'm not so sure whether, oh yeah, that one's easy enough to hang back. This one I've got a little clip on just to stop it wafting in the breeze, as they say. Right, so this one now is Phalaenopsis to Trespass purple. Okay, and this one's doing fine now. Again, I'll empty that water. And we've got that little inflorescence there, slowly, very slowly, developing. We did have one there, can you see that one there? But that turned, I lost that one, and it's just turned brown. You'll see we've got a root. Can you see that root next to it? There. And we've got that root there. There we go. And we've got that root just developing there. So let's have a look. You see that one root there is just wanting to go down there. Okay. So let's just have a look. Oh, there's one, you see. Just trying to bob through there. And there's, we've got some roots developing at the bottom. Let's carry on round. So that one's doing fine. For some reason that root there wants to come up. So we'll let it come up. You know, we're not going to be pedantic and force it to go down if it doesn't want to go down. So this one's a bit awkward because when I lift it up, can you see where that inflorescence is almost caught there? So we'll hang that one up here. And the next one, put on the hook. A little nappy. Some of these are just very gingerly. Hold on. Sorry about that. Right, what's this one? Phalaenopsis Amboyensis var Chateladay. This one suffered a bit, but now it's doing fine. And I've had to put a little stake in there just to bring this gnarled growing stem further back into this pot. Now let's see if I can. This one's always a little bit tight, so I just have to very gently manoeuvre it out. There we go. Okay, so like I say, we're not short of roots at the top. Well, let's have a look what have we got underneath. See, there's the older roots. Are you able to see them? There's the light in the way. There's another root. There. So it has got roots in the pot, but I can't see yet whether any of those are active. They may be the older roots. So that's Phalaenopsis Amboyensis var Chateladay. and if I can just lift that back out, that just holds that like that. Oh, and I've got one here, so I'm having to stand up now, I do apologise. I'll bring this one down. This is just on the corner here. And let's have a look at this one. This one is Phalaenopsis Amboyensis. This one didn't know whether it was coming or going, because I had it on a mount first of all. And then I had it in those other pots, the black ones that have got the other hybrid Phalaenopsis in. And then there was too much media in that, it was staying dry at the top and wet underneath. So we've got that little inflorescence there. Now I have hopes for that. And I like all mine to tilt forward. And you see how it's tilting forward. Even though sometimes it lifts this area up here. But it's more, that's how they grow. They like to hang. So let's have a look. What have we got here? Have we got anything growing in this pot? I think this might be one of those that. I mean, we've got a root down there. Does that count? Does it count? Otherwise, I can't see any green growing roots there. So, I mean, we'll just have to be patient with that one. I thought that was one, but it isn't. It's some slow release fertiliser there. Oh, is it? No, I think that's a stone. I thought that was one then. That little area there, but I don't think it is. Anyway, so that's Phalaenopsis Amboyensis. Oh, if you don't put them in this little bucket right, that clip doesn't want to come over. And I'll put this one back here and tilt it the right way. And let's show you these now. This one here, I've had to do a scaffolding job on this, only because, and I don't think it's worked. You see, because what I wanted to do was to bring this back a little bit. So my idea was, I'll tie it up and attach it here. But of course what I failed to realise is, by attaching it there, I've got this root. So, there we go. Anyway, so what's this one? Phalaenopsis to Trespass. I've had this quite a while actually, I can't remember the date, and it did suffer, and it suffered a little bit on that one, but this one's quite turned out clean, and can you see we've got a nice new root there. So let's have a look. You can see I've watered yesterday by the runoff, and now can you see we've got roots now. Have to be careful because all this gravel falls out, and we've got roots there, and we've got an older root just there. So let's manoeuvre around and see whether we can see anything else. Oh, there we go, that's nice, isn't it? And you see that nice root growing through there, and we've got this one here which looks as though that could be developing. So we've got signs now of good active root growth. So I'm thrilled with that one. And because they're in this type of an environment now, with their little buckets, I look at them maybe twice a week to check if they need watering, and then I'll either water or fertilise or flush. Now this one's Phalaenopsis samira, that's Bellina by Violacea. and again this one's had a setback because I did have it on a mount, but let's have a look at this one. Nice little one, this. I'm not sure which leaf it's given me this year, whether it has given me a leaf this year, but look, can you see? We've got this root coming through here, which is a good indicator for me. Got a little root trying to go down into the pot just here, and you see this one's got all these holes in. Some of them have got holes in and some I haven't, but now I've got one of these soldering irons and I can easily now put holes in, as many holes as I want. So we'll put that back in there now and hang it back up. Let's go to the next one. This is one that I had the accident with. Can you remember? I was in the bedroom and the camera fell, as this one sometimes does, and it ripped that leaf. And it did set it back. The new leaf's coming now, and that seems to be happier. So let's have a look at this one. And what's this one called? It's called Phalaenopsis Amboyensis Cherry. And again, you see, we have these roots just at the top here. I could have pulled them back into the pot, but because I like them to cascade forward, I run the risk of having all these roots exposed here. But that's just how it is, you know. There's enough humidity. I mean, the humidity, what's the humidity in here? The humidity in here at the moment is 88%. So I've got good humidity, and it's, sorry, not 88%, it's 72%. And it's 21.8 C. So we're not doing too bad. Right. And you see there, that one, that's an older root, but that's found its way down. I think that's an older root. Let's have a look underneath. There are these, can you see there? Well, that root goes down to the bottom, but that's an older root. So that's the first indicator here, that new root there. And we'll put that one back now. It's so much easier having them this way, because I can keep my eye on them. And I'll show you this one. I've had this a while, and this is Phalaenopsis hieroglyphica, and this is a one. Well, how long have I had this now? 2000, but goodness gracious, I've had this since December 15, so I don't know where this one came from. And this was going great guns, this was, until it got crown rot. And you see the crown rot there? And I keep looking and looking and praying and hoping that something might come out from here. You see how the rot went right down there. And you see, look here, can you see? And I was hoping that something might come from here. Because if it doesn't, it might throw out a cakey for me. And that, unfortunately, happened when it was underneath another plant. But there's nothing I could do. I mean, the damage was already done. So it can't send a leaf out from the centre, because that's dead. It's crown rot. So I just have to wait now Which one is it? Is it to hand? I've got one here somewhere. This one. This one here. See, what you're looking at there is the keiki. And what you're looking at there is the mother, which developed crown rot. And but what it did after a while, it sent out this one, that one. So that's growing on now, and that, although those two leaves of the mother plant, is it one leaf? No, there's just one leaf left from the mother plant. That one leaf there, that's all that's left of the mother plant. So I'm going to just put that down there. So that's what I'm hoping for this one. I mean, we've got roots. Can you see the roots there? There's lots of roots. We've got them all. We've got them all around here. And they're all green. So I know the roots are fine. It's just that now it's got to find some strength to put out a keiki from probably underneath somewhere. So that's Phalaenopsis the hieroglyphica. It's a species one, and that's what you mustn't do, is allow water to run in and cause crown rot. Easily done, very easily done. Right, how are we for time? Because I'm looking at some of the other tin can alleys now. And let's look at this one. This is a new one I've just acquired, and I've not changed this media over yet because I need to change the size of the pot because it's so awkward to get in and out. This one. And this one is Brasso Catatante, is it? Jarak Fire Star. And this one's solid. Got that new growth there, can you see? That one there. And it's got roots down there. I'm not sure whether they... And I do really need to check these roots out and decide what I'm doing, because I don't know how long it's been in this media. What is it? It's a bifoliate, so that means I can't repot whilst I've got this new growth. I've got to wait to see what happens with this new growth here until that either flowers or sets roots. But so that's in that one. A nice one there. I hang that up here and quickly go through them. This one here is the keikis, 3 little keikis in here from the Dendrobium Goldsmithianum, Cinnamon Maikai. And this one's still in bark. Got nice little roots, can you see? Oops. So the mother plant now is in lava rock. So I don't know why I planted these in bark. I've no idea. Don't ask me why, but I did. And they seem to be fine. Nice roots, setting some nice roots down, and they're growing nice. This one, I've had this a while, and show you this one. This is Holcostylis M.E.s Sunlight, and you will see. And it's got that nice big root there. and it's growing with this centre leaf, but I lost a few leaves, and I don't know what to do about this yet, because you know what I'm like with sphagnum moss. But this one likes to be kept moist, but then again it doesn't like to be wet. So I don't know what to do with that one yet. I mean, this is why I've got all this inorganic media here, so that I don't actually overwater, and I just let it damp. I just give it a little bit. Let's have a look at the next one. Quickly move along. This one here is doing well. It's in a little tiny pot, and I'm trying to save this one. This is Rinco Catlianthe Fushu Happy Holiday, and I've got another one of this. This is a little division that came off it, and I struggled with this one, but look, it's sending out roots. Can you see the roots it's sending out? And it's got this nice new little growth. And again, you see, I've got bark, inorganic media, and just a little bit of moss, and I don't know whether you can see there a little tiny green root. So that's that one. Oh, that's in the wrong way around. Let's do it the right way around. So look at this one, and again you see this one's in a little tiny pot, and this is where the orchid gnats come. And what we're looking at here, Phalaenopsis Pulcherrima var Moromota, and as in, this is more of a terrestrial orchid, so that media is quite dense. I just caught it the other day. Can you see where I just slightly caught the leaf? But I'm quite happy with that, because it's a denser media. I let it completely dry before I water it again. Right, so what you're looking at now are two hybrid Phalaenopsis. I've taken them out of their bark media, and I've put them in here. And you can see where they've got good roots. This particular one I had in one of those round plastic baskets, and I decided, because it's giving me this new leaf, that I'd give it a chance, and I've put it in again. Can you see how many holes I've got? So thank you for joining me for this look at the tin can alleys, and I'm sure I shall be back shortly and to take you along with the repotting of the Phalaenopsis Sunrise Pioca Esme. So see you shortly. Take care. Bye bye now.